Ooh, whoa, what's going on, guys? Guess it wasn't meant to be. Chelsea 4, Arsenal 1, and hold on, I gotta take a sip of this. Well, I think for a lot of the fan base, that was a learning curve. I'm not gonna sit here and act like, you know, I wasn't too optimistic. I was a little bit confident. I wasn't overconfident, but just terrible. We just collapsed. The first half, I've got to say, was cagey. Both teams had good chances, but I think Giroud had probably the best chance, and obviously Chet made that good save. But other than that, second half, Chelsea just come out and just took the game by the scruff of the neck. It was terrible. I mean, first 20 minutes we had them, and then I don't know, we invited them slowly back into the game. It was just lackluster, and to be honest with you guys, I'm not gonna lie, I gave up watching. I actually turned it off. I actually couldn't go through it again. Honestly, couldn't. And like I said, for a lot of Arsenal fans, this is a learning curve, and for a lot of fans, this is their first European final. This is my second European final watching this as a gooner, and I gotta say, how on earth could the Barcelona game looked better than this, and we still lost, and that was in the Champions League? Crazy. And we were down to 10 men. Honestly, and seeing substitutions come off, I see Torreira crying his eyes out, getting taken off. Iwobi come on, he scored a wicked goal, but other than that, man, it's paper in the cracks. Just got to go again next season, and I actually don't know what to say, guys. I'm trying my hardest to be positive, but how can you? I mean, we've been pumped up all season, hoping, the Europa League was going to be our chance, because again, top four was so ropey this season. It was unreal, and obviously we missed out because of the poor games that we lost. And defensively, we've been shocking. Today was just abysmal. I mean, the first half, we did what we could. It looked like we had a half in us. And then Arsenal was just getting unravelled by Chelsea. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, what was you doing giving a penalty away? Giroud's first goal from the header, I mean, was just poor. Giroud got there quick. No one was picking him up, and he got there quick. So I think Pedro got the second goal. He just come in way too easily. The defense was just exposed again. And Ainsley Maitland-Niles got a penalty, which made it 3. Substitution, obviously, Guendouzi come on, Torreira come off, Iwobi come on. I can't remember who he come on for. I think it was Nacho Monreal. Iwobi immediately got a goal, which was like, okay, cool, 4-1. But by this point, the game was 3-1. When the game was done, I mean, Chelsea was just so dangerous. It looked so easy for them. I really feel so sorry for the Arsenal fans that actually travelled over there and spent a whole lot of money to go over there and witness that. That is unacceptable. I'm not even raging right now. I mean, I think, to be honest with you guys, I was so quiet throughout that whole match, and should be, because again, like the first half was so cagey, not many chances from both teams. Everyone took their chance, but again, second half, just Arsenal at its best, just rising to the occasion and then just unraveling. And we got all the Tottenham lot laughing at us now, and if they go and win their Champions League game against Liverpool, it just tells you exactly where we are. Even though this game should have told a lot of us where we are, it needs a massive surgery, and it's probably going to take even more longer now that we're in the Europa League again. Do you know what I mean? Manchester United are there, Wolves are there now, and I mean, it's absolutely shocking. Going forward, I don't know, man. What do we do? Of course, we need a massive clear out. And players need to be changed. Of course, Czech played his last game, and I mean, he didn't really do anything wrong. The defence let him down. Emery let Emery down, and honestly, it was just dreadful. Ozil did absolutely nothing. Lacazette, Aubameyang was quiet, didn't really do too much. And I don't know, Xhaka looked isolated a couple of times. He was just looked a bit stagnant when he got to the line. I mean, the kids came on when Nketiah come on. He had a big chance, scuffed it. Willett looked more impressive than Ozil, and I'm not just saying that for banter. I'm being genuinely serious. But even then, the game was done by then. I'm so disappointed in this. So disappointed. But like I said, guys, I mean, what is Arsenal always do this? They always do something. I mean, Jagielka early in the season never scored, got his first goal of the season. He's been out how many games? And he was the one that won it for Everton when we lost. Let's see, Brighton, they got the point. Zaha, having fun with Mustafi at the Emirates. Wolves having a field day at Monolou. It's just been the story of our season, guys, honestly. And this is why we didn't make the top four, because of City defending. And again, I really feel it for the Arsenal fans that went out there, spent a whole heap of money. And it's funny because there was a lot more Arsenal fans out there than Chelsea fans, and we were so confident. It just wasn't meant to be. So let's just get into the player ratings here, and it's just pretty going to be quick. To be honest with you, not really much to talk about. Pretty much covered everything in fucking 7 minutes. Gotta say, horrendous performance from the Gunners. In goal, Petr Cech. Didn't really do wrong for the goals. Gotta say, again, the defence let him down. For our last game, I've gotta say, he's probably embarrassed. He's probably even relieved now. He can leave that all behind and start his career with the winners, Chelsea. It feels bitter to say, but it's the truth. Just got to live it. But didn't really do much wrong. Probably give him a 6. Because after that, you can tell he just gave up. I think. I'm not gonna lie. I think after even the penalty, like he didn't even try. I was gonna say the defense didn't want it. Going on to the defense, look, Koscielny. I'm gonna give you a 3. I mean, you didn't pick up Giroud at all. I don't know where the hell you were. There was even one point you were just sliding across the floor. It just wasn't good enough. And this is our club captain, and like I said in the previous video, there's been links with him moving on out the club, and he needs to go as well. Simple as that. So he gets a 3. Socrates gets a 3 as well. Shocking. Wasn't good enough. First half again, he was good. But second half, they just, I don't know, man, they all just fell asleep. So he gets a 3. Monreal didn't really do that much, because most of the trouble was on the other side. So Socrates' side, So personally, Monreal, you even got yanked off. It's poor. 3. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, you get a 2. Maybe you get a 2, bro. First half, he was doing alright, and then you started the game okay, and then after that, it just went tips up. You know, I think for the second goal, where were you? Again, this is what I warned about. This is what I was saying in the preview. He's very inexperienced right back. He's not even a right back, and he might as well be one because he's been a right back for at least a couple seasons now since we've had him there as backup. But it clearly shows we need a right back, and he's not good enough there, man. Confidence has been dropping slowly and slowly for him. I've started to notice that. Like, he just has a wind of he's good and then it's just not good. And that penalty, Jesus. I would say you cost us the game because it was a team's performance, but you had a real shocker today. So you get you get a 2. Facts. Kolasinac, like I said, the trouble weren't really on your side, but you had the most chances to create goal. There were so many times you could have played it across the box for Lacazette and Aubameyang. We scuffed across this guy. I don't know about this guy now. I really don't know about him. He's very questionable. He gets a 2. Going into the midfield, Granit Xhaka just getting pressed off the ball again. Second half just wasn't good enough. Just not good enough. 1. Lucas Torreira, felt sorry for him getting yanked off. Personally, I thought he was actually doing okay. Do you know what I mean? He was winning the ball back, but again, when you're doing it all on your own, when you got bloody Granit Xhaka in the team, and I'm not calling out Xhaka, I'm calling out the whole squad here on this video. Then what can you do? But Torreira, wasn't a great game for him, I guess. 4 efforts, give him a 4. Ozil, again, where was he today? Doing jackal. If this isn't the time to get Ozil out of the club, then I don't know what time it will be. 2. End of story. You'd be lucky if you get 2. You should get a 1 actually. No, I forget. He gets a 1. Not good enough. Aubameyang, no service from him, but wasn't really taking his chances. Wasn't taking his chances at all. Poor game from him. He gets a 2. Lacazette, he was winning the ball for us. He was getting tackled quite a bit, but even he just started to go missing. And again, like I said, when they take the shot with this guy, when he takes his shots, he starts losing his head. He just starts fading out the game. And I just felt with the rest of the team's performance, him as well as everybody else's morale just started going lower and lower and lower because the defense again just was exposed. The midfield was just getting run out, etc., etc., etc. And Hazard could probably leave Chelsea with a big fat smile on his face and a Europa League trophy. What can I say? It was poor. Well, the substitutions that I saw, let's see. Pretty sure Guendouzi come on. Like I said, guys, I cut it off like probably about 70th minute. I just gave up. It was pointless. Absolutely pointless. So I'm not even going to grade the substitutions because I gave up watching the game. I gave up, I'll be real. Yeah, man, so that is it. This is the end of Arsenal's season. Officially losing 4-1 to Chelsea in the Europa League final. And yeah, so that is it pretty much for this video. Of course, we've got another European final with the English teams. We've got Liverpool versus Spurs coming up. So that will be one to just be a spectator on and yeah, see what happens, isn't it? At this point, I couldn't care less if Spurs win the Champions League because, guys, this has been a problem a lot longer than just this season for everybody to just open their eyes. Of course, this season we had a little bit of hope on how we were going to finish, and then there's been some highs, there's been some lows, and overall, I mean, it's just showed that the team is miles behind. This is probably why Chelsea even finished in the top 4. They got lucky, but not tonight. They deserved to win the Europa League tonight. I'll put my hands up to that. Because they wanted it more. The Arsenal clearly didn't want it anymore. I don't know what they wanted. Honestly. Was the pressure too much for them? Clearly. A lot of fans paid their hard-earned money to come and watch you guys. In a country where that doesn't really get seen much football. And we just embarrassed ourselves. We had the hardest run compared to Chelsea. And Chelsea just put us in the bin. They just put us in the bin. So another embarrassing scoreline. And the joke is it's in the European final. Like I said at the top of this video, I find it very hard to believe that we lost 4-1 on the night with 11 men on the pitch compared to our Champions League, which is the higher tier of a European competition, 2006, and lost 2-1. And with 10 men, I might add. But listen guys, I'm gonna shoot, so stay tuned for more videos coming up on this channel. I will be doing my clear out video in a couple of days, so make sure you check that out. Just my clear out revisited. For those of you who didn't check out the previous clear out video, if you have, make sure you check that video out. More videos on this channel. Make sure you like, share and subscribe to the channel, of course, and like this video and let me know your thoughts in the comment section, of course, and subscribe to the channel again, like I just said. And make sure you hit my Instagram Ryan as well, and get me at Twitter at RJ Wills. Links at the bottom, guys. So guys, I'm signing off. So what a emotional night. I'm not, like I said, I'm not upset. I'm just, I don't know. I'm just perplexed. I really don't know how to put words in. I am upset, but angry, I've probably gone past that. But it is what it is. So guys, I'm signing off. Peace.